Well, the former Yugoslav Republic of Macedonia is a small mountainous country in Eastern Europe. Most people probably struggle to find it on a map, let alone tell you anything about it. Alexander the Great was from there, by the way. According to Hillary Clinton, this tiny nation has destroyed America's democratic tradition.
There's all these stories about, guys over in Macedonia who are running these fake news sites.
Quite a feat for a nation with a population smaller than Houston. Is Clinton right? Did sneaky Macedonian hackers lay low the world's mightiest superpower? To find out, we sent famous DC's Catherine Lyons to the Macedonian embassy in D.C. Here's what happened next.
We're standing outside the embassy of the Republic of Macedonia right now. We wanted to get their take on what they thought about being blamed for Hillary's loss in the election. It's a holy day of obligation, so they're not in work. So I guess the answer is no comment for now. So after the embassy of the Republic of Macedonia was a lost cause, we decided to come to a Balkan restaurant here in Washington, D.C. called Ambar, where there was nobody from Macedonia there either, so we just decided to hit the streets. What do you think about Hillary Clinton blaming Macedonia for her loss in the election?
I'm not sure I have much of an opinion on that. Blaming Macedonia?
I just think that's just like a scapegoat. I mean, I think there's a lot of different reasons.
Sweetheart, I really don't follow all that.
Catherine Lyons, you're one of the most intrepid reporters I know, but even you couldn't find a single Macedonian in the District of Columbia. Coincidence or related to Hillary's statements, do you think?
I guess we'll find out. We hit the embassy and they were observing a holy day, so none of the employees were around. So we figured, why not give the Balkan restaurant a shot? And that was a lost cause also. And at that point, I was just determined for answers and hungry too. So we figured, why not just ask anybody that was in my way?
Did anybody know what you were talking about, where Macedonia is, the language of Macedonia?
I think that I enlightened them a little bit once I got going. There were Trump supporters, Hillary supporters. There wasn't anything really surprising about what they were saying. But they seemed to know somewhat of what was going on. And for those that didn't, I, told them, and they had an opinion after that.
Boy, you are a beacon of truth in a dark city. Catherine Lyons, thanks a lot for joining us.
Thank you.
Well, it took a while, but we finally tracked down a representative from Macedonia. Mito Koloski is president of United Macedonia Diaspora, and he joins us now. Mr. Koloski, thanks a lot for coming on.
Thank you, Tucker.
It's a lot to take in to find out that a country with a noble history, but as small as yours, is single-handedly responsible for subverting American democracy. What was your reaction to Senator Clinton's remarks the other day?
Well, first, Macedonia is an important ally to the United States, and every time the U.S. has asked for support of Macedonia, it's delivered in Bosnia, Kosovo, Afghanistan, and Iraq. And so it's kind of absurd to believe that these Macedonian students that are trying to make some extra cash by creating fake news sites from Macedonia were the cause of or the downfall of a well-funded, well-staffed campaign here in the U.S.
Okay, so you're denying that Macedonia tanks the Hillary campaign, and I'm going to take you at your word, but just theoretically, if Macedonia was to undermine a presidential candidate in 2020, who would it be?
Well, thanks for putting me on the spot. I mean, I don't know who's going to be on the ticket in 2020, but let's be honest. Hillary Clinton hasn't visited or had not visited Macedonia while she was Secretary of State. Macedonia was left on the sidelines during the entire Obama administration. I mean, you haven't seen a Secretary of State visit Macedonia since 2003, nor a president since '99 or a defense secretary since 2007. And so I really doubt. I mean, why target Macedonia during this time when Macedonia is facing some obstacles internally, particularly with a change of government that just happened yesterday. And so, I mean, there's tons of websites created all over the world by many people.
Why target Macedonia, home of Mother Teresa, a noble country, a newly free country? I apologize on behalf of our entire political system for the slur against Macedonia.
Thank you so much.
Thanks all for joining us tonight and representing your people so ably.